Yes, dear.
You know what day this is?
Yeah. It's the 10th.
Oh, what else?
Huh? Oh, it's my day off, the first one I've had in weeks.
Oh, you've forgotten our anniversary.
That's right, dear. Indeed. Oh, no. No. I was just trying to tease you. You know, I'll bet you think I forgot that chair you wanted me to get you.
Oh, Ed, that's wonderful.
Yes, dear.
And Ed, when you go downtown, please, dear, do get yourself a new hat.
Yes, dear.
The only thing you've had new in a long time is your morning shave. And do remember to get a haircut, too. It took me 4 weeks to have you get the last one. You want to look nice, don't you? That's the one thing you've always told me. Good appearance helps you to sell. Now that hat of yours, it's simply awful. Ed, are you listening to me?
No. Oh, yeah. Yes, dear. Of course. How could you think such a thing?
Ed Brooks. Could I sell you anything the way I look?
Honey, you're right. You're absolutely right. You know, I haven't had time to think about buying anything, but today I'll shoot the works. Hat, shirt, ties.
And you can change your brand of shaving soap, too. I know, you still like it. But you get a new hat just the same. Oh, and so you won't forget. Here's a list of other things.
Powder puff, a hammer, can of dog food, green thread, number 9455, marked down from 9456. Shaving soap. Say.
And remember, a hat comes first.
Oh, yeah, a hat, sure. Goodbye, dear.
Bye, darling.
I'll be right with you, sir. Yes, sir?
A pack of Reggie's, big size.
Ever smoke a pipe in the evenings?
Oh, a little bit. Around Christmas time with the bright red neckties. I smoke it a day or so, but my mouth always seems to get sore.
Mine did, too. But here's a pipe that's different. And I'll show you why. Isn't that a beauty? Look at the walls of that pipe. They're thick for cool, sweet smoking pleasure. And this new bit makes it a real comfort to hold in your mouth. Besides, there's a double trap in the stem and the bowl to catch all the moisture. If you've ever taken a good pull at a pipe and had a lot of that goo backfire into your mouth, you'll know what I mean.
That's one thing I don't like about a pipe.
Well, the trap prevents that, and you get a cool, dry, mellow smoke from the first pipeful. Feel the weight of that pipe. Light as a feather.
How much?
$1.
I think I'll try this one.
Go ahead, fill her up. I've smoked a pipe for years, and that's the best sweet, mellow tobacco. There's nothing like it for a real smoke. Would you like to try a can of that?
Pretty good. How much?
15 cents. Now, most pipe smokers carry a brace of pipes, so one can be drying out while they're smoking the other.
This one will do me for a while.
Thanks a lot. I'm sure you're going to enjoy that pipe.
Here I am ready to buy a big 10-tube radio set. And what do you suppose the salesman gives me? The runaround. Keeps gabbing with some blonde. Practically leaves me flat. Stick around, I'll tell you the payoff. It's rich. How do you do, sir? What can I do for you today?
Well, I'd like to get a hat. Something like this.
There you are, sir. Latest thing out. Imagine that guy letting me fiddle around all by myself. Why, he didn't seem to give a hoot whether I bought that radio or not.
Say, it feels a little tight.
Why, I'd quit being a salesman if I couldn't treat people better than that. What'd you say, sir? A little light? Well, now, here's something in a darker shade. Very snappy. So I stand around, waiting for this guy to pay attention to me until I get sore. Just about the time I figure he's going to give me the old selling routine, I cross him up and walk out.
Ha, ha, ha! And that's exactly what I'm going to do here.
Now, what do you suppose got into him?
I'm very sorry. I couldn't help hearing what took place. I'm sure we have just the kind of a hat you want. I'd like to show you our newest stock.
Yeah, I guess I was a bit hasty.
Oh, not at all. And I know just how you feel about buying hats. Hate to do it myself. Every once in a while, my wife clamps down on me, and I have to get a new one.
My wife's the same way. No, I didn't think I needed a new hat, but the wife insisted.
That's a good style for you. And I feel just the same as you do about an old hat. You get used to it. Wear it fishing. Get it soaked and crushed up. Well, you get to know it so well, you kind of hate to part with it.
Yeah.
Now, let's get the size.
Well, it's 7 1/8, I think.
That's right. Try this one. That hat looks well on you. Just the right swing to it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good and it feels pretty good for a new hat.
That's because of the new type band on the inside. It's flexible and adjusts itself to the shape of your head more readily than the stiffer hat bands.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. It's all right.
That style hat is just right for you. Looks almost as good as the old one. Shall I send it out?
No, I guess I'll wear it. That's the sort of a hammer I ought to get from my wife every time she uses one, she bangs her finger.
Yeah, that's right. I never saw a woman yet who could use a hammer without smacking her finger or breaking the head off.
How much is this one?
That's 79 cents.
Seems all right.
Yes, that's a good hammer. It's got a strong hickory handle and the head is drop-forged carbon steel. But, feel this hammer. You know, it's a funny thing about a hammer. Such a darn common tool that people never stop to think about the importance of balance. Here, drive a nail with it. If you play golf, you know how important the balance of a club is. And look at all the fuss a baseball player makes about the balance of his bat.
Well, let's see. Seems better at that. How much is this one?
That's $1.95.
Oh, that's an awful lot for a hammer.
Now, just offhand, you might think so. But this whole hammer is made from a single piece of solid carbon manganese steel. There's no chance for the handle to get loose or the head to fly off. The head is carefully tempered for greatest hardness. And feel that grip. It's made up of leather rings that are pressed tightly to the handle.
Isn't it just a little bit heavy?
Weighs 24 ounces. That's the regular weight for a hammer. And a woman can use it easily. It's just a comfortable handful when you work with it.
Okay, wrap it up.
Yes, sir. How about some nails?
Jack, you old buzzard. I need to let you have it with this hammer.
That was a lousy trick. Sorry.
Hop in. Only going down the street a bit. Hey, come on.
How do you do?
Let me see a pair of shoes.
Just have a seat, please. Something in the low-cut brogue?
A low cut's all right, but I like a lightweight shoe.
Well, brogues are the thing this season.
Well, it makes no difference to me. I still want a lightweight shoe.
Who sold you these shoes? Do you know you're wearing the wrong size for your foot?
I've been wearing them off and on for nearly a year, and they haven't hurt yet.
Well, you're lucky you haven't got bunions. Here's the size shoe you should wear.
Well, all right, but I still want to see a lightweight Oxford. These fellows will think they know it all.
Yeah, they get under my hide, too.
Seems about 2 sizes too large.
That's the correct size.
Well, I don't care if it is. The shoe's too big. Feels like a size 12. I can practically turn around in it.
Well, I've been selling shoes for 10 years, and I have fitted...
And I've been wearing them for 35 years, and I know when a shoe fits.
But, my dear sir, that shoe
That's
is...
all right. It's my foot. And another thing. If the shoe doesn't feel right to me, it doesn't fit right. Ruler or no ruler. But what's more, I don't want that shoe. I don't want any shoe. Come on, Ed. Let's get out of here.
How long have you been married? Buy your wife an anniversary gift at Himmelheimer and Himmelheimer. Well, thanks, old-timer. I'm glad you happened along. That guy's nuts.
How do you do? My name is Adams. May I help you?
Yeah, I want to get a chair.
Getting ready for some good lazy evenings at home, eh, Mr.
Brooks. Yeah, this is for my wife. Sort of an anniversary present. And not too expensive.
You're lucky to remember anniversaries. I usually forget them and then get jumped on by the missus.
Well, I didn't exactly remember this. My memory was jogged.
Well, that's all that counts. If you get it jogged before and not after the date. By the way, when is your anniversary?
It's today.
What kind of a chair did you have in mind?
Oh, just an easy chair.
Do you plan to use it in your living room?
Yeah, in the living room.
What's the general color scheme?
Well, we have a green rug and a brown Davenport, a solid green chair and a wingback chair, all bright colors.
I think I've got something that you'll like, if you'll just come with me. How do you like that?
It's all right. But, haven't you got something in a lighter shade? In a brown?
Surely. You know, I think you can get used to a chair just like you do an old hat. Now, here's a chair that will fit well in your living room. It's well built and has a lot of warmth to its appearance. See how you like that.
You know, I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel right.
Well, all chairs don't have the sit to them that makes you feel relaxed. I've got another one right over here. How's that?
Well, it feels a lot better. But the arms seem to be a little high. It makes you feel sort of, all hunched up.
Well, I want you to try this chair. You know, to me, and I have the idea that you feel about the same way, a chair is a lot more than pieces of wood, soft padding, and nice-looking upholstery. It's more like an old friend.
You know, I agree with you there. Some chairs, when you sit in them, feel friendly. And others, no matter how expensive, well, just don't feel comfortable.
Now, that chair you're sitting in is one I like. It's restful and lazy feeling. Don't you think so?
Yeah. Yeah. That is a nice chair.
There's a chair you can get attached to. So comfortable you'll have to fight the family to get a seat in it. When you think of all the time you sit in the chair, it's no wonder you want to feel relaxed and at ease.
And the price of this one is?
$32.50. But you can't put a price on the comfort and enjoyment you'll get out of this chair.
Well, it's a little more than I wanted to pay.
Still, it will be money well spent. Look at the way this chair is made. No cardboard, like you find in cheaper chairs. This is regular upholstery webbing with cotton padding. And just look at this material. See how well tailored this chair is. And it's built for comfort. Just imagine yourself pulling this chair up to the fire, sinking down into the deep cushions, getting the old pipe going good, just letting yourself go, completely relaxing. Ah, that's solid comfort.
There's a lot in what you say.
Yes, sir. And that chair is designed to fit your body. It's no accident you feel so comfortable when you sit in it. It's built for comfort.
Feels easy, all right.
I can have your chair delivered this afternoon so your wife can enjoy it tonight.
Okay, send it out.
Hello, Ed.
Hello.
Well, looks like you bought out the town.
Not quite. My wife sent me on a shopping spree. You know how it is.
Yes. Say, when did you start smoking a pipe?
Today, I went in to buy some cigarettes, and the salesman was so darn enthusiastic about pipe smoking, first thing I knew, I bought a pipe.
That happens a lot. Nice looking hat you got there.
I like it myself. But I never came so near punching anybody without doing it.
Is that so?
One of those fresh clerks who doesn't give you a tumble, he got on my nerves. I had to go to Walker himself to get the hat I wanted.
Yeah, you run into some funny things at times.
I want to show you something. I'll bet you never saw a hammer like that before.
No, don't think I have.
Solid steel made all in one piece. Just swing it. Feel that balance, isn't it slick? And look at that swell grip. No more loose heads or broken handles for me.
Guess you got quite a selling on this hammer.
The fellow that sold me that sure knew his hammers. And was he different from a shoe salesman I ran into today?
Yes?
Yes, a wise guy. The wife's gonna be tickled. I got her just what she's been wanting for a long time. A nice, easy chair.
You had an interesting day, but I wonder if you realize just how profitable the day was for you.
Profitable? What do you mean?
Ed, you're a mighty good salesman. And with all that buying, you must have learned a lot about selling. Things to do and things not to do. Things we can use right here in our own business.
You mean in selling our product?
That's right. Our business is no different. If we sell our prospects as we like to be sold, why, there's nothing to it. You know, Ed, I've been selling things since I was a newsboy. I've studied all the books and articles, too. I've looked at a lot of pictures. I've heard a lot of speeches. And I got good things out of them all. But I find it all boils down to a few common sense things we all know, but most of us forget. The little things we can all do. Things we like when we are buying. When you were buying all these things, you were impressed one way or another, good or bad, by the attitude of the salesman who waited on you. Your face reflected just how you felt about each of the salesmen you met. You reflected the treatment you got. Now we can put all that to our advantage. You know enthusiasm is a great thing in selling, and that it pays to build it up. We don't have to shout, but we can throw ourselves into every sale with sparkle and conviction. When we know our stuff about our product, we can talk about it with all the confidence and sincerity in the world. One of the most important things I've found is to be attentive to the person we're selling. When we do that, we make the prospect feel that his interest is close to our heart. Everybody likes that. People we meet in the store are new friends, and they appreciate it when we go out of our way to let them know we're friendly toward them, like we do in our own homes. You know what it means to get the prospect on your side. There's nothing that makes anyone feel better than real helpfulness. We know it pays to give the prospect credit for having some knowledge. Let him open up. Tell us where we're wrong. Then, with the tips we get from him, clinch the sale. It's so easy for us to be these things. Enthusiastic, attentive, friendly, helpful, and sincere. You know that too, because you do it yourself, whether you realize it or not. That's why you're successful. When we do those things in our business, the prospect reflects the salesman's attitude, just as you did. By being smart and on our toes, selling is simple. It's a lot of fun. And it's surprising how sales pile up that way. You know, here's something I've always used. I check up on myself. One of the biggest helps I've found in selling, whether business is good or any time things don't go along just right. I try to put myself in the other fellow's place. I simply ask myself one question. Would you buy anything from the salesman you see in the mirror?
I wonder.